Everyone in my hometown knew about the house at the end of Willow Creek Road. Nobody went near it after sunset, not because it looked haunted, not because of ghost stories children told around campfires. People stayed away because every few years, someone disappeared after entering it. The police searched. Volunteers searched. Dogs searched. Nothing. No bodies. No clues. Just empty bedrooms. And another missing person's name added to the list. I never believed any of it until my best friend vanished, and I became the last person to ever walk through that front door. My name is Ethan, and this happened in October of 2023. At the time, I was 27 years old and worked as a delivery driver in northern Pennsylvania. My friend Marcus loved abandoned places, factories, schools, hospitals. He filmed urban exploration videos for YouTube. Most of the places were boring. Broken windows, old furniture, dust, nothing supernatural. Marcus laughed at ghost hunters. He believed every strange sound had a logical explanation. When someone mentioned the abandoned house on Willow Creek Road, he smiled. "Perfect," he said. "We're filming there Saturday." The locals immediately warned us not to. An old mechanic refused to even point us toward the road. A waitress quietly told us, "If you hear someone calling your name inside, don't answer." Marcus thought it was great marketing. The creepier the legend, the more views. Saturday arrived cold and gray. The sky looked heavy enough to fall. The house stood alone nearly half a mile beyond the last mailbox. Large oak trees surrounded it so tightly that sunlight barely reached the yard. The grass had grown waist-high. Windows were broken. The porch sagged. Paint peeled from every wall. It looked abandoned for decades. Yet, the front door looked strangely clean. Marcus noticed, too. Somebody's been here. We set up cameras, checked batteries, turned on flashlights. The front door opened with almost no effort. No loud creak, no resistance, just silence. Inside smelled damp, rotting wood mixed with something metallic. The entrance hallway stretched farther than seemed possible. Wallpaper hung like old skin. Family portraits still covered the walls. Every face had been scratched away. Marcus zoomed his camera. That's definitely intentional. The living room still contained furniture. A couch, a fireplace, a rocking chair. Everything coated in thick dust, except the rocking chair. Its wooden arms looked polished, recently touched. Marcus laughed. Creepy decoration. Then the chair moved. Only once. A slow, tiny rock. Neither of us spoke. "No wind," Marcus whispered. We checked every window. They were closed. The air inside felt completely still. Marcus kept filming. I wanted to leave. Instead, we continued upstairs. Halfway up, I heard footsteps below us. Not ours. Someone else. Slow, heavy. Weiji, walking across the hardwood floor. Marcus immediately turned around. Nobody. The living room remained empty. The rocking chair had stopped moving. He replayed the audio. The footsteps were clearly recorded. 3 heavy steps. Then nothing. We searched every room downstairs. No one. No animals. No open doors. Marcus grinned nervously. Finally, something interesting. Upstairs held 4 bedrooms. The first contained children's toys scattered across the floor. A tiny wooden horse, building blocks, a faded teddy bear. The bear sat facing the doorway. Its stitched smile looked almost human. Marcus picked it up. The moment he did, a child's laughter echoed somewhere down the hallway. We both froze. It lasted maybe 3 seconds. High-pitched, happy, then complete silence. Marcus slowly lowered the teddy bear. Neither of us laughed anymore. The second bedroom contained nothing except a mattress. On the wall, someone had written the same sentence hundreds of times. "Don't look behind you." Marcus filmed every inch. Then joked, "I'm definitely looking." He slowly turned. Nothing. He smiled. I win. The closet door behind him creaked open by itself. Inside stood another door, old, black, with no handle. Neither of us remembered seeing it from outside. It shouldn't have fit. The closet wasn't deep enough. Marcus reached toward it. The camera suddenly shut off. Battery dead. It had shown 92% only minutes earlier. My flashlight flickered. Then mine died too. Darkness swallowed the room. For several seconds, we stood without moving. Then someone whispered, "Ethan," right beside my ear. I spun around. Nothing. Marcus whispered, "You heard that?" I nodded. It knew your name. Neither of us had spoken my name since entering the house. We rushed downstairs. Outside sunlight should have been waiting. Instead, the windows showed darkness. Night. Marcus checked his watch. 2:18 p.m. Still afternoon. His phone showed 2:18 p.m., but outside, midnight. We opened the front door. The yard had disappeared. Only darkness. Not black like nighttime. Black like an empty room. Marcus reached 1 foot outside. Instantly jerked it back. What? The ground's gone. We shined another flashlight. Nothing reflected. No trees. No road. No sky. Just endless black. We slammed the door shut. The hallway behind us had changed. The staircase now faced the opposite direction. The family portraits were different. This time, the faces weren't scratched out. They were watching us. Eyes followed every movement. Marcus stared through the camera. There, blinking, I refused to look. Then, a woman began humming upstairs. Soft, slow, like someone putting a baby to sleep. Marcus whispered, "We're not alone." The humming moved across the ceiling, room to room, closer. A bedroom door upstairs slammed. Another. Then footsteps. Bare feet, walking toward the stairs. We hid inside the dining room. The footsteps stopped just outside. Silence. 5 seconds. 10, 20. Then, knocking. 3 slow knocks. On the dining room wall. Not the door. The wall. Something was on the other side. Knock, knock, knock. Marcus raised his camera. The wall bulged inward, like someone pressing both hands through wet paper. Finger shapes appeared beneath cracked wallpaper, then disappeared. We ran straight toward the basement door. It refused to open. Something hit it from below. Once, twice, 3 times. The entire house shook. Dust filled the air. Then everything became silent again. Marcus looked pale. "We leave now." We ran to the front entrance, opened the door. This time, the yard had returned. Trees, road, clouds, daylight. We sprinted to the truck. Marcus jumped inside. I climbed into the passenger seat. He turned the key. Nothing. Again, nothing. The engine was completely dead. Then, the truck radio turned on by itself. Static. A woman's voice whispered, "You're forgetting someone." Marcus frowned. "It's just us." Then we both looked toward the house. Standing in the second-floor window was Marcus, holding his camera, watching us, while the real Marcus sat beside me, staring back. Neither of us spoke. The thing upstairs smiled, and slowly inviting us to come back inside. END